The name that we start off is Yuto, but I prefer to be, let's see, Yama. I don't know what Yama means. I think it might mean potato in Japanese.
¡Nantienen!
Hello friends! Today we are back with Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town. This is definitely a nostalgic title for me and definitely for so many of you guys watching as well. And for those of you guys that don't know about Story of Seasons just yet, don't worry, let me give you guys a brief little summary. Story of Seasons used to be known as Harvest Moon. Harvest Moon is kind of what a lot of people might consider their very first farming simulation game. It was definitely mine as well. When I first played Harvest Moon, it was on the Nintendo 64, but the earliest Harvest Moon games go as far as the Game Boy Advance, and I think they might even be earlier. They might have been on the Super Nintendo system. Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town. It is now on Steam, and because it is such a nostalgic title for me, it is the game that made me fall in love with farming simulation games. When I saw it on Steam, I knew eventually I had to get it. What did hold me off was at first the price, because the price is kind of hefty. It comes in at $50 US, so it is kind of a higher price. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you guys the game description, and I'm going to be doing the playthrough with you from the beginning. I already have a save file here for about 8 hours of playtime, but I'll start from the beginning so you guys can see for yourself, see if you guys might like it, and to give you the full nostalgic experience. And for those of you guys that are just new to my channel, welcome, and thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoy. First, let's start off with the description on Steam. Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town. This game's Steam description is: experience the joys of life on the farm in this reimagining of a timeless Story of Seasons classic. It is a classic indeed. I would say that the description is very accurate for this game, because when I played it for the 8 hours that I played, it was pretty much the game that we have all grew up with. It is that same game, but what I would say is done up to be even better than the past is mainly just the graphics. The control is kind of like how it would be on the Game Boy Advance, or it's still, you have to use both the keyboard and your mouse. So wait, actually, do you have to use your mouse? Perhaps not. Or maybe you do, but it is still a little bit clunky. It is not as novel or new and advanced as the more modern games, but nonetheless, all of the features that you would have loved in Harvest Moon is definitely here in Story of Seasons as well. So the gaming tags for Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town is simulation, casual, RPG, farming sim, dating sim, single player, anime, cute, romance, relaxing, female protagonist, and LGBTQ+. When I saw the tag of LGBTQ, I haven't confirmed it yet, but I thought perhaps maybe you could marry someone of the same gender. You do get the option of starting off as a boy or a girl, much like the Friends of Mineral Town that you might have known before. But I'm not sure that you can marry the same gender. I guess we'll see. Without further ado, I don't want to keep you guys waiting. Let's start a new game, shall we? Ta-da! And this is what you start with. I do like that they have more options in this new game. Like, this boy character and this female character is new, but I'm going to choose him. Let's start with him. I do like his jacket a lot, and I do like that he looks very modern and cute. So the name that we start off is Yuto, but I prefer to be, let's see, Yama. I don't know what Yama means. I think it might mean potato in Japanese, or maybe that is something else, but we're gonna choose Yama.
¡Nantienen!
Hello! This is me from the future in my editing studio. Are you guys ready for a quick 2-minute Japanese language lesson? If so, you're about to learn the real meaning of Yama. So I was actually wrong when I was naming my little character. I thought Yama meant potato, and for some reason I like naming my characters potatoes. But Yama in Japanese actually means mountain. What I was actually thinking of was Yama-imo. Imo is potato, so I was thinking of mountain potato. but emo means potato, but the Yama actually means mountain. So Y-A-M-A is the spelling in English, and emo was what I was looking for. But anyways, I like the name of Yama more, so let's roll with it. And let's see, our birthday. Let's choose autumn, because it is going to be autumn soon. Autumn 20th. And difficulty. So the simple mode is starting with a lot of gold. Items sell for a little more gold. Easier to raise affection with people and start with 18 turnips in the field. Or normal mode. None of the features from simple mode that make the game easier. Offers a satisfying challenge. So remember how I told you guys I do have a file with about 8 hours? I started in simple mode. I did actually have a game file that I first started in normal mode, but that was actually it was a bit too difficult. It would take me forever to get anything started, so I did simple mode. But just for the sake of this gameplay, what shall we do? I'm going to head into the simple mode. Actually, I want to show you guys what simple mode is, because I think that's a new function. I don't think that was in the Game Boy Advance version of Friends of Mineral Town. A lot of you guys will have nostalgic feelings here if you've played the game before, because it starts pretty much the same and the dialogue is so similar to the games of the past. One day, a special letter arrived in my mailbox. It was sent from a person who introduced himself as the mayor of a certain little town. The moment I finished reading that letter, I packed up my things and headed for the train station. Once there, I bought a ticket to Mineral Town, the place where my grandfather had his farm. Do you guys remember? It's always going to be a grandfather who gives you his farm. Look, we start off with turnips because we're starting in simple mode, and some growing turnips too. Dun, 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 dun. Look at that hat, right? When I first saw it, I thought it looked a lot like a cigar. Good day, you are Yama, I presume? Mayor Thomas. I'm Thomas. It is my great honor to preside over Mineral Town as its mayor. Here it is. This is the land your grandfather left to you. I'm afraid it's been some time since anyone tended to it, so it's fallen into a bit of disrepair. Do you remember when you came here as a kid? You spent a summer together with your grandfather. I'm sorry, Yama. We had to cancel our family vacation this summer. I just couldn't get the time off for it. There's something very important that I have to do at work, and I can't leave. I'm really sorry, but you'll have to make do without a trip this year. Things are just too busy. I promise I'll make it up to you. I'm so sorry, Yama, but please understand, we may not get a family vacation, but we have asked your grandfather to let you stay with him at his farm this summer. His farm is wonderful. It's surrounded by nature with all sorts of places to explore. You can relax and play as much as you like. We've already packed your things. All that's left is to go and have fun. And guess where we end up as an adult? This has to bring back memories for the old players. Do you guys remember the grandfather? Pretty much has the same look as we did in the old game. Oh, there you are, Yama. Do you remember me? I'm your grandpa. There ain't too much to do out here in the sticks, but go have a nosy around if you like. I'm afraid I'll be busy most of the day doing my chores around the farm, so I won't have much time to play with you. There are a few kids around your age in town, though. I'm sure they'll let you play with them, so go on and introduce yourself. Look at the cows. They're so cute. When I first played this game and I saw all these photos, it did remind me of the beginning game too, like the ones that we used to play on like the Nintendo 64 system, on the Game Boy. Who are you? Oh yeah, someone said the old guy down at the farm was having a visitor from the city. That must be him. I wonder what he's doing all by himself. Do you always play alone? Wow, me too. I like this place lots, so I come here all the time. Hey, why don't you tell me about yourself and the city and stuff? What's it like there? Well, Yama, how'd you like the country life? Was it fun? When you get back home, say hello to your mom and dad for me, and let them know I enjoyed having you come visit. Are you going already? Oh, I'll miss you. You'll be coming back someday though, right? Promise me you'll come back. And we did! Dun dun dun. It's been 20 years since then. I see you've grown into a fine young adult. That means we're about like 25, 4, 26. Your grandfather loved this little farm dearly, you know. I'm sure it would make him oh so happy to know that you inherited it. Well, what do you say? Would you like to give farming a try? Of course. Yes. Excellent, excellent. Allow me to be the first to welcome you as a new resident of Mineral Town. Now then, as you are the new owner of this farm, do you not think a new name is in order? And our name for the farm, let's see. I'm going to do... Since our name is Yama, and I think that means potato, we're gonna name our farm Crispy Chips. Crispy Chips. Oh, whoa, that doesn't fit. How about just Chippu? Chippu then. Chippu Farm, huh? It does have a nice ring to it. Running a farm is not the easiest of jobs in the world, but if you try hard, I'm sure you will do your grandfather proud. Well, I am sure you must be tired from your long trip here. Why don't you rest for the remainder of the day? I must return to my duties as mayor. I bid you good evening. Tomorrow, my new life as a farmer begins. As you guys can tell, the dialogue is pretty basic, and you do start off your morning by eating something, if you guys remember that. And the dialogue is pretty basic. It is similar to what you might have played in the past. And if it is your first time playing Story of Seasons, welcome, welcome, guys. This is what I would definitely consider as the grandfather of all the farming simulation games that we know today. Am I right in assuming this is the first time you've ever worked on a farm? Please allow me to offer some advice. To talk to a person standing in front of you or lift objects next to you, press the confirm button. Next, to use an item, make sure to equip it first, then press the tool button to use it. And when you do need to do a bit of shopping, go to a store, stand across the counter from the shopkeeper, and talk to them. However, if the store is closed, you can still speak to the shopkeeper, but you won't be able to buy anything. There are several other controls available to you as well. Would you like me to explain them to you? I'm going to say no, because I do know the controls already as I have. Are you sure you need to be so shy? He looks so sad if I say that. Alright, if you insist. If you ever have a question or feel confused about anything at all, you can look it up by examining the bookshelf in your home. Much like the old games, this is your farm after all. You may do with it as you wish. Though, may I recommend focusing on earning a little money first to make life a touch easier? There are many things in the forest that you can forage and ship for a little pocket change, for example. Well, since we started in simple mode, you guys are about to see how much you start with. It is different than normal mode. In normal mode, you start off with a lot less money. And once your daily chores are finished, I suggest taking a stroll about town and meeting the local residents. If you follow the road from your farm to the right, you will find your neighbors. I'm sure they'd be happy to chat or give advice. Oh yes, one last thing. When you return home, check your toolbox. Inside, you'll find a little gift. It's just my old pedometer, but I think you'll get some use out of it. Mineral Town is a large place after all. It might be interesting to see how many steps you've walked. Now then, that ought to do for today. I'll drop by to see how you're doing again soon. Good luck. Now, we're about to be left by ourselves. Oh, not yet, not yet. I almost forgot about him. I think his name is Frank. Oh, it's Zach. Yo, I'm Zach. I handle all the shipping around these parts. Nice to meet ya. When you're farming, there's one big thing you gotta remember, right? Here, I'll show ya. Our shipping box. See this? This is your shipping bin. Don't forget about it. You want to sell something? You put it in the bin. I come by at 5 o'clock p.m. every single day and pick up whatever's in there. When I do, I'll automatically add your cut of the sale to your wallet. Nifty, right? Oh, but I don't come by to collect on holidays or festival days. Y'all wanna know why? 'Cause I want days off too, darn it! Ha 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 ha! Ah ha ha ha. Anyway, this isn't your only shipping bin. There's one inside the coop and barn too. Ya can sell crops you harvested or stuff ya foraged from the mountain. Oh, and stuff like eggs, milk, and wool can go in there too. Ya get the idea, right? Okay, Now listen up, this is important. Working hard is great and all, but don't overdo it. If your face starts going blue, that's a sign you're about to keel over. When you get that bad, just don't push it. Just go and rest, alright? Nobody wants a vacation to the clinic. Got all that? Good. I'll be stopping by at 5 p.m. then. See ya. Much like other farming simulation games you've played, or if you haven't before, let's pick up some grapes here. This is our fruit tree. So we start off with one fruit tree. And yes, you actually do use the mouse and the keyboard. That was correct. So as you see, this is the mouse button. You use your left click to examine, and then you can close it with your left mouse button again. And to pick up these, I'm actually using the ASW keys to walk. And since it's raining, that's really good because we don't have to water. Watering is actually what takes a lot of time in this game. I mean, a lot. Let's see. I'm gonna pick up all the tools I need so far. And then to actually exit the screen, what I found a little bit tedious and annoying was you actually have to press the backspace key to do that. And I haven't found any. So you can show shipping items is just telling you what the shipping bin is for. 5 p.m. is when he comes to pick up. And so right now I'm pressing the backspace again, and then I do this. I actually double clicked it to put the items in. And I'm gonna sell all my grapes, all my stuff, and it tell you how much it's gonna be worth. So if I sell just this, it's gonna be 756 gold. But I did find the key controls a bit tedious. That would be my main grip about this game, I would say. And then we have mail here. Come to God's workshop to renovate your home or your farm. Materials and furniture are also available. Ain't ever been any good at this kind of thing. Basically, I've got stuff that you might need, seeing as you just moved here and all. Come on by and drop by sometime. God's workshop. I would say so this game does definitely bring back the nostalgic feelings. If you guys were fans of Harvest Moon, or you're really into farming simulation games, I'm gonna go around and greet everyone. Gray. I don't think he was in the first Game Boy Advance Friends of Mineral Town. I haven't seen you before. Huh? So you're the new owner of that farm? I'm Gray. Nice to meet you. There's absolutely nothing around here. You do know that, right? Don't tell me you're some kind of earth weirdo. So in all games of Harvest Moon, or like any farming game, there's always kind of tsundere character. He is definitely one of them. But as you go on to meet more, you'll see that there's more tsundere characters. Saibara. I think he was in the original Game Boy Advance version, actually. I kind of remember him. You're an unfamiliar face around these parts. So you're the new caretaker of that farm, I see. It must be difficult to manage a farm with only one set of hands, but do your best out there. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. The name's Saibara. Nice to meet you. And so, what I was going to say is I was going to tell you that this game, guys, if you are a huge fan and you want to play it again just for the nostalgic feelings, this game will definitely satisfy those feelings. It will bring you back that nostalgia. I would say there's not too much that's different in this remade version, except the graphics are, as you can see, pretty cute, isn't it? It is pretty cute. I personally think it was adorable. And for the differences between this game and the original, based on what I can see, even the dialogue is very much similar. And there's stuff like, there's the church, there's some of the characters are the same. Like this guy, some of you guys might recognize if you have played it before. Cliff. Hey. Huh? So you just moved to that farm? My name? I'm Cliff. Nice to meet you. And there's this church place, and you guys might also remember. I keep saying if you guys might also remember it, but if you haven't played it before, this game is very, very much like the original, just remade with better graphics. Mostly. Even the storyline is pretty similar. The nature sprites. Make friends with the nature sprites and they will help you with your chores and even play with you. To make friends with them, give them presents. You can make friends with each individual nature sprite. Once you're good friends with the nature sprites, they will help you with 3 different chores. Watering crops, harvesting, livestock care, And the more nature sprites help you with certain chores, the better and faster they will get. So basically, if you have trained them a little bit, train them up, they can do your tasks for you so that things get easier. At the beginning is where it's hardest because you have to do all the watering one little plot of land at a time, like this one, all by yourself. And you have to do everything all by yourself. So at the beginning is when it's harder. But you can train these little boys up, these little sprites. And there is 7 of them, kind of like the 7 dwarves. But right now I'm gonna show you guys all around town, and I'm actually gonna go this way. Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. And I'll show you guys, this is the town square. And there is a beach like in the past. There is stuff like fishing rod. If you guys are into farming simulation games and life simulation games where you can fish, there's a farming and there's also fishing here, and it's quite simple actually. It's pretty simple that you'll get the hang of it. It's just tossing your rod by clicking the mouse button, and then when the fish come and bite, you just press your mouse button ASAP, like right away, so that you don't lose the fish. Let me see. Who is a very nostalgic person that you guys might remember? She was actually my favorite character in the first Harvest Moon game. I was kind of happy to see that she got remade here as well. Karen. Although now everyone thinks of Karen as, the annoying lady, but Karen was at first, known as the sweet lady from Harvest Moon. Hello, a friend was just telling me about how somebody moved into that old farmhouse. So that's you, huh? You're Yama? Got it. I'm Karen. Pleasure's all mine. And speaking of Karens, because everyone knows Karen nowadays to be like the annoying person, I kind of feel bad for girls and women who have Karen in their name. That kind of gives them a bad rep to start with, So it's a little rant, but I don't like to think of Karens as the bad person. So I don't call people bad Karens or something like that. Why, hello there. And you are? Yes. Mayor Thomas told me you would be coming. I'm Sasha. My family runs the general store. I do hope you'll drop by every once in a while. Oh, by the way, Karen is one of the available bachelorettes. Another one is right here. You guys might notice her. I recognize her from the Nintendo 64 games as well. Marie. Oh, are you the one taking over the farm? Thomas told me about you. My name is Marie. It's nice to meet you. And like in the past, in Nintendo 64, I believe she worked at the church, but in this game, she works in the library. There's a library here. And then if we go, there's actually a clinic. I guess there's a scene here right now too. Oh, it's hilarious what this guy's name is. It's Doctor, guys. It's just Doctor. Sigh. Oh, pardon me. I didn't realize I still had a patient to see. You're not from this town, are you? Ah, I see. So you're Yama, the new caretaker of that farm. There have been rumors floating around about you. My name is Doctor, and as you can see, I am a physician. If you're ever unwell, do seek me out right away. Most people in this town are healthy. We live in a place where we have the abundant blessings of nature appear to have rendered most diseases impotent. But I still study each and every day. Medicine is an endless pursuit. Many problems remain unsolved even now. What about you, Yama? Working on the farm is surely a difficult endeavor in its own right. Farm work is definitely one of the most physically demanding jobs out there. Do take care. Also, for medical matters, you'd rather not discuss them with me. You may speak to my nurse, Ellie. And if you guys remember Ellie, I do remember her in the old games too. In any case, we're always here to lend an ear about any health concerns you might have. Oh, that's right, Yama. I just received some medicine from another town. Would you like to try some? Unlike the medicine typically sold here, it can restore both stamina and fatigue at the same time. Its only fault is that the effect is somewhat weak, which is why it hasn't been put out on the market yet. I improved it to increase its effectiveness, albeit at the expense of flavor. And this is where you have options to choose. And I always choose what I think is gonna increase my heart experience, A little medicine never hurt anyone. Oh, it would seem I sized you up correctly. Go on then, down it in one gulp. Ew. Oh, so it tastes as awful as I expected. And his face is kind of messed up too. His eyebrows are kind of reminding me of like some insect actually. Maybe like a roach antenna. Oh my god. But it was rather effective, yes. I had hypothesized that you'll be able to see the value in this medicine. Would you like some more? Ha ha ha! Forgive me, I couldn't resist a little joke. Taking too much of any medicine could have negative effects. Thank you for today, Yama. He's given me a lot to consider. And then we talk to him now. You have a rather adventurous spirit, I must say. And one of the things about this game is, after you finish a little scene, the doctor is quite passionate about his research. I could stand to learn a lot from him. You'll see that if I double click her, she still says the same thing. So in order for you to like get to their regular talking, so you can like converse with them and gain regular heart EXP, you actually have to exit this building first and then re-enter. Oh, there's another scene though. Sigh. Are you fatigued? No, I'm fine. Please don't overwork yourself. If you were to collapse, there would be no shortage of townspeople in distress. Oh, doctor, are you worried about me? Naturally, no good physician would be pleased to see an increase in sick patients due to his staff's negligence. Sigh. Oh, is that all? The doctor characters in so many games, like off the top of my head, farming simulation games, are always kind of like a little ditzy and clueless. What's the matter? No, it's nothing. Well, if you say so. And especially in Harvest Moon games. In all the Harvest Moon games I've played, I can't even remember one where the doctor is not like clueless. He's always clueless as to who likes him, and he's always clueless to like people's feelings, and he's only good at studying and medicine. That's like the typical doctor character. Is Ellie truly alright? She seems more enervated than ever. Sigh. So as you can see, I double clicked on her and she was saying the same speech. So in Harvest Moon on the Steam game, Friends of Mineral Town, you actually have to exit and then you can meet her for the first time. What's the matter today? If you want to buy medicine, please talk to me. If you want an examination, please go to the doctor. I guess we kind of met her in that scene. But like, in order to get to their regular speech, you have to exit. You can't have just seen a scene with the characters. Let me see, what else can I show you guys? Let's show you guys the inventory. So you press I for inventory, and in this Steam game version, you can actually save at any time by here and write in journal. So my other two games, this Maporu, I was trying to like say maple, but like in a Japanese way, so it's Maporu. I think that's how you would kind of pronounce it. And my second one is Bambi. I really like this hairstyle, so I chose it 2 times. But for this game, I'm showing you guys. Oh, my farm name was Aniversa and Piki Poke. Poke because I like poke. My name is almost always food. Like Yama is potato. I mean, Bambi is not a food, so I guess that's... Maple is not really food. But I realized that a lot of my in-game names are always food. So the other things you can have is a tool pocket. I can only carry 4 tools because I haven't expanded my bag. And I can only carry 8 items right now in my regular inventory. There's a town map, which you can see. And you can't see the where people are yet. But you can hover over things and see the names of things. And this is it. This is about the whole game, I think. I don't think that the whole game is bigger than this town. Or at least I haven't been to it yet in 8 hours of gameplay. But I really do think it is just this. And then let me show you guys the farm map as well. The farm map actually impressed me a little bit more because you can see an updated overlay of how your farm looks right now. So I do have turnips growing. That's why you see turnips. And this is how it looks. Like that is grass and these are weeds. And then there's stone and stuff. And you can see the layout. I like that it updates. And you can see the entries like... These are all the townsfolk I've met so far, and it shows you if you gave them a gift or if you talked to them yet, and I guess how many hearts you have with them. So these people are 2 hearts. Wow, that's pretty quick, isn't it? 2 hearts already. Wait, that's not 2 hearts. Oh, I think maybe is that how happy they are? That part I'm not sure about yet. But as for controls, I did find it a little, I have to be honest, I did find it a little bit clunky, especially since it was a remade version. I wasn't particularly impressed with it. I thought it could be even more well made. But perhaps if this game is compatible with, and there's a guy here, we're going to talk to him. Perhaps if this game is compatible with like a PS controller or another game controller, it might be easier for you guys. Who are you? Huh, so you're the new caretaker of that farm? I'm Duke. Nice to meet you. Hey Yama, you working hard? And another thing about the gameplay so far, after about 8 hours in, although I did find it very nostalgic, it is also very much like the old version that we've played before. Pretty much like down to every core mechanic is the same, except there's a little bit, yo, I'm here to pick up the stuff in your shipping bin. Except some stuff, like you can ring the bell here if you did have animals, and in the past you would have to like push the animals back into the house, especially when it rains or at nighttime. But in this remade version, they go in at 8 o'clock by themselves, so that's a big relief because that was one of the most annoying parts. You can also forage items, you can pick up stuff, and they're called like, let me just show you guys it. This one is a bluegrass. Moondrop flowers. Moondrop flowers are in like every Stardew Valley, Harvest Moon game. It's always branches. You can always cut down trees. These things aren't actually harvestable. Some things are. You can also renovate your house. This is actually a workshop to do so. If I go in here, this man right here with the beard. And who are you? Gots. This man Gots. Moved into that old farmhouse, did ya? Name's Gots. I'm the carpenter around these parts. If ya want to spruce up that old farmhouse up, you come see me. I'll build whatever you want as long as I pay for it. So this guy will actually, if you talk to them, the shopkeeper across from them, then you can see what kind of services or items they offer. And this guy right here lives with Gots. And you are? Yama? I see. I am Brandon. The pleasure's mine. And he's also a bachelor as far as I'm concerned. Gray, I don't know if you guys remember him. He was actually the first guy we met. He was a bachelor as well. There's Potpourri in this game. Potpourri is one of like the most famous Harvest Moon bachelorettes. There's also the onsen. So if you're tired, you can just plop right in there. And if I did use up energy, it would be recovering right now. It does take quite some time to recover. And there's stuff like in the past, how you could fish. I don't have a fishing rod yet. Do you guys like the ASMR waterfall sound? If I did have a fishing rod, I could show you guys. And there's the mines as well. Ores and jewels can be found. Ores are needed to upgrade tools, and jewels can be sold for money. To find things in a mine, a hammer and a hoe are required. Use a hammer to break rocks and find items. Use a hoe to uncover the ladder leading downwards. Occasionally, rare items can be found. The deeper the mine, the higher chance of finding rare ores and jewels. Sometimes holes can be uncovered in the floor. Falling down one takes stamina, but it's also a much easier way to move many floors at once. These holes can be uncovered using a hoe, but take care. You may not find them before you fall into them. By going down a ladder, you descend one floor at a time. Going up a ladder will take you straight to the top floor. Be aware though, you can't use any of your tools charged skills when you're in the mines. So basically, even if you level up your hammer or your hoe, it doesn't work in the mines. So normally when you level up items, like they might like crack more at once, or like you might be able to hold more spots at once, but not in the mines. So let me just demonstrate. You can do this until you find a ladder to go downstairs, and you might also find some items. Ta-da! We found it. That was just a ladder. Now we're in the basement first floor, and if you just break these, ta-da! There you go. And so far I haven't gotten too far in my game into the mines. I've only gone 5 levels down or 6 levels down, and it's 7:30. Much like any farming simulation game, there are penalties if you use up all your energy. You will black out. And oh, there we go, another lady. I think she's a bachelorette as well, Jennifer. Oh, hello. Are you a resident here? I don't believe I've heard your name. Yama, is it? I'm Jennifer. A pleasure. So what was I about to tell you guys? Yes. So there is also energy levels, and also you will also get knocked out if it's too late as well. I believe the cutoff time is somewhere like 2 a.m. If you sleep at 2 a.m., you'll actually wake up with less energy. And then what are some of the other things to show you guys is in my house, in our house. In this Friends of Mineral Town on Steam, you will have access to a cabinet, which you can put away stuff. Like if I want to save this flower, or save this branch. And there is this that wasn't in the old games, I believe. You can now change outfits. I do have a favorite one. My favorite is either of these two. I think it's the reindeer, but sometimes it's also the cherry blossom sprite. I'm gonna wear this for now. So I use a combination of my mouse and my keyboard to move around everything. And there's books as usual. There's letters that you've gotten in the past. And there's a TV as usual, which you can read the weather, educational stuff, entertainment, news. Let's see the news. Good day. Today is spring 2nd. This month's events are the Spring Derby on spring 18th, the cooking exhibition on spring 22nd. And just to give you guys a little heads up, if you do end up getting the game, the place where I have been able to reach the calendar to find all the events is actually only in your house, I believe. So you have to go back here to see the birthdays, to see the events, and you still don't want to miss any birthdays like in other farming simulation games, because you can give them gifts which boosts on their birthday. It boosts their heart experience even more. And a little spoiler alert. One event, if you start playing this game, you really don't want to miss is the Spring Derby. And it is a spoiler alert, so I'll give you guys 3 seconds to skip a little bit if you want to. 1, 2, 3. Are you guys ready? So the spoiler alert is the Spring Derby can make you, I've seen a video about it, but it can make you like 100k of money. Right now I started off at like 2,500 and I'm at 3,256 because I'm starting in the simple mode. But if you do that trick that you can find easily on YouTube, you can make 100,000 gold all in one day on the Spring Derby day. That's like an event that you really don't want to miss. But if you want to play it the good old classic way and you don't want to cheat, then you can do it like me, which I didn't want to make 100k all at once. I kind of just wanted to play it for the experience. And now I think this is pretty much the last thing to show you guys. There's a journal here, but you guys can always just save at any time, anywhere, anyways, any part of town. You don't have to access only the journal in your house. And if you sleep, that actually auto saves your game. And you see at the end of the night where you sold your stuff. And you always wake up. Look, it says auto saving and auto save complete. And that is about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this little intro to this game. It is definitely a nostalgic... Oh, wait. Let's meet Huang first. Huang. Good morning. I am sorry to disturb you at this early hour. Huang is like a major character in this game. I don't know if he's a bachelor yet, though. But do you guys like this hairstyle? Over here and over here? And do you guys like his outfit? I humbly apologize. I have not introduced myself. I am Huang, a traveling merchant. I have just arrived in this town. It is an honor to meet you. I see you have a farm, yes? As it so happens, I have many seeds for sales. Rare seeds, unique seeds. Come see my wares and buy them. Mr. Zach has generously allowed me to stay at his home, which is at the beach. Mr. Zach is the guy who picks up our shipping bin. I have opened my store there. Come whenever you like. I always welcome new customers. Now I must go and greet the other customers in town. Goodbye. And that is it. That is pretty much it. And then of course you can play the beginning as you like. What I like to do in my beginning is I went around to meet everyone first, and then I got a whole bunch of seed with all my money, and I just watered everything. Wait, I have to show you guys the watering so you can see how it is, because that is actually a huge part of every game. You know, you want to know how much time you have to spend doing things. Watering is a big task that you do have to do. I'm gonna first fill it up. That spent a little energy, but I can't see it. And then you water one at a time, and your fatigue is right there, your stamina bar. That is the thing that was hard to do at first, to have to water one at a time, which I do find kind of tedious. And later on you can get a horse, you can get animals like sheep, cows, and I think an alpaca, and you can also get chicken. But this is about it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the beginning of this gameplay. If you guys do happen to want to see more, definitely let me know. This game is very nostalgic to me. I will show you guys my 8-hour in file next time if you guys are curious. And for those of you guys that have recently subscribed to me, I just want to say thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every single one of you always. And for the people that have subscribed to me and come back to watch me, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoy this video too. I will keep creating content that I hope you guys enjoy, and I would always love to take suggestions. If you guys have suggestions on games you think I might enjoy, or games that you would just like to see me do a little playthrough or gameplay of, definitely leave it in the comment section below because I would love to check them out. Alright, and that is it, guys. I am going to sign off now, and I will see you guys really soon for another video. I hope you guys are doing well. Please stay safe and stay healthy, and I will see you guys again very soon this weekend with another video. Bye for now!